What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and welcome to the beautiful island of Bimini here in the Bahamas. Right over my shoulder here is a giant flat, and on this flat hopefully lives one of the most sought after game fish in all of shallow water fishing, and that of course is the bonefish. We're here in Bimini for the next 4 days, and we're planning on catching a bunch of different species, but in this video we are dedicating ourselves to catching some really big bonefish out on the flats. Young Kyler's with me, he's behind the camera. We got some light shallow water rods and reels with us. We also have some fly gear, and we're just gonna get out there, do some wading, and see if we can catch these fish. It's gonna be a challenge. They're highly elusive and very intelligent, and they pull super duper hard. Kyler actually told me he's been spooled out here, so I'm really looking forward to it. Haven't caught a bonefish in a long time, and I'm glad you all are joining me. So let's get out there, do some wading, and hopefully get on some fish. All right, just stepping into the water. Got a really big flat here that Kyler and I are gonna explore. Hopefully we can get on them. All right, so the strategy here is to go as slow as we possibly can. We're taking the spinning rods out. We got little shrimp. I don't know if you guys can see that. Little tiny stealth finesse shrimp. Kyler said with these bonefish, I've caught plenty of bonefish too, but only on fly. But he said with these bonefish, the number one way that he misses his opportunities is because he spooks them when the bait hits the water. So you really want to cast up ahead of them, work it back to them slowly. Try to almost make it like as natural and in their line of sight as possible. So let's see, man, this is a beautiful, beautiful white sand bottom flat. The fish should contrast decently on this. That's one of the things about bonefish. They call them the silver ghost of the flats because they really blend right in. It's crazy how elusive they can actually be, but we're on the hunt. So Kyler and I have been on this flat for maybe less than 10 minutes. You see some right now. We've seen a couple of fish. They're so smart. Like, they spook very easily because predators can get them from above like a bird, so they're always on alert. And Kyler has seen a couple, but we've spooked them thus far. We're gonna see if we can get one to actually eat. They're coming his way. You see them? No, that's not one. To the right, yes, those are them. We gotta whisper because these fish are so smart, they can hear us. I see some tailing right in front of us. Kyler's gotta make a great cast here and try not to spook them. I'm just gonna stand still. Oh my God, they're coming right at Kyler. There we go. There we go, Kai. There we go, Bubba. Good work, dude.
You saw that? I started reeling.
I saw that. He was following it for a while. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Let's go, Kyler. Look at this fish taking off down the flat. Oh man, that was so sick, buddy.
There's a bunch of them, dude.
All right. Oh. That fish just shot right at my legs, saw me, and took off. It's kind of hard to film out here in the water. Got my rod between my legs. We're making it happen though. It didn't take too long. We probably hit this flat for probably 30 minutes. And Kai Guy got rewarded. This kid's such a finesse fisherman. I talk about it all the time. Bonefish just change directions. Wait till you guys see the size of this fish and how hard of a fight it's put up. What a fish, man. Great job, Kyler. Great job, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Yo, look at this fish. I know it doesn't look like much, but if you're a saltwater fisherman that likes flats fishing, you know this is an epic little fish. Only about a 3 or 4 pound bonefish, but thing slurped down the shrimp and fought so hard. And probably the coolest part was sight fishing it in 7-8 inches of water. Great job, Kyler. What a cool fish, man. Wicked. We're gonna get this guy back and then I'm up next. Hopefully I can catch my first bone in quite some time. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How about that, bud? Let's go, man. So sick. All right, let's switch up and I'm gonna try to get one. Up ahead of us, we just spotted some more fish. So cool, man. If you're a sight fisherman, you gotta get geeked up over this. It's like the coolest thing ever. We're in inches of water stalking these fish. All right, I see them. So I see a tail in front of me. I'm gonna go low profile here and try to lead these fish properly. Got him. Let's go, baby. That was awesome. I don't think I got the monster, but the bone. Let's go, man. Oh, man, you gotta love it, dude. That was so cool. I can't even express to y'all how cool that was. Took that infamous run. Young Kyler behind the camera. Beautiful, beautiful weather. Man, I can't ask for anything better than this. This is amazing. God, some nice runs there. So stoked, dude. All right, you just stand still. I got you. I'm coming over you. Got to maneuver around Kyler here. We're good. You're good. Come to Poppy. Let me get my hands on you, little guy. Come to Poppy. Man, one thing about these fish, I wanted to land him right there, and he had other ideas. You just got to let him go. Like they really fight hard. All the cliches about them are not cliches. They really fight. There's always, like when I was a kid growing up, they would say like bonefish is pound for pound the hardest fighting fish in the ocean, and I don't know if that's 100% true, but I would not be surprised because this is like a 3 to 4 pound fish, and it just fought like most 10-pound species. That was awesome, dude. Killer fish right here. Let's go for the land. He might be 4 pounds. Wow, he's so beautiful. The freaking silver's coming off him with the sunlight. Yeah, he's beautiful. He's got like an iridescent blue fin. I heard if you hold bonefish upside down, they go dormant. I guess it's true. You guys see that little baby shrimp right there? That's been the ticket out here. That's Kyler's confidence bait. Let's give this guy a little drink. I'm going to show him off real quick, and then we're going to let him be on his merry way. Oh, wow, what a beautiful, beautiful little fish. Check him out, dude. What an epic little bonefish. They're like a fox, man. They're like the silver fox of the flats. This fish probably spent less than 10 seconds out of the water at a time. It should be no worse for the wear. Just give him a little revival, just like he's a snook or a tarpon. Let that lactic acid come out of him. There he goes. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's what we're looking for. Swimming across the flats, but 40, 50 yards away. That was so sick. Give me some love, kid. Young Kyler guided me to that one. This is his area that he's been coming to for years. So that was, I mean, I'm lost for words. That was amazing. Not a gigantic fish, but just so cool to catch a bonefish right here, uncharted, like with our toes in 6 inches of water. Oh man, Kyler is up. I'm gonna put my rod away, pick up the camera, see if we can get some more. You see some already?
That's a big one.
That is a giant one. That happened so quickly that I wasn't even filming. Kyler is hooked up on a large and in charge one. That thing took a crazy run. Let's go, Kai. That was quick, dude. I think that was his very next cast, and he's looking at more. So one thing about Kyler, he could have the fish of a lifetime on, he's still looking for his next victim. That's okay, I was the exact same way. He still appreciates every catch, trust me. Dude, this is a nice one, man. Look at him take off down the flats. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yo, this is a good one, Kai, huh?
Yeah, it's a nice one.
No kidding. He's not happy to have that artificial shrimp in his face.
Dude, that is a really nice fish.
Alright, Kai's gonna go for the land.
Oh, that's a unit.
That is a unit, Bubba. Upside down trick works like a charm. I think it looks like a puppy. Look what Kyler has to do because we can't stick our rods in this salt water. Just to grab this puppy. Show us that thing. Woo hoo hoo hoo! That is a good one, dude. What a pretty fish. Woo. Nice thing is he plops right into the water rather than plopping into a boat or onto concrete or something. One more look at this fish. That is a pretty one. Smoked a little shrimp. You guys saw how hard this thing fought. Fought like a freaking beast. Kyler can't seem to hold on to him, so we're gonna pop the hook out of this guy and send him on his merry way, but that was so sweet. Great fish, dude. Great fish. Thanks a lot, buddy. You're an awesome fish. Kyler and I were talking. It's probably about anywhere from 6.5 to 8 pound bonefish right there. Yes, sir. How you feeling?
Chilling.
Chilling. Let's go. All right, we're back on the hunt. Kyler just got that really nice fish. I would like to match that. That would be my biggest bonefish ever. I think I mentioned I've only ever caught him on fly. And I think we're going to do some fly fishing maybe tomorrow or the next day. Today we just brought the spinners out here. Just get our feet wet, but yeah, that would be a great fish if I can get one that size. So let's see if we can make it happen. There are plenty of fish on this flat, that is for sure. All right, got some fish right in front of me here. Creeping up on them really slowly. They're actually sliding my way, which is good. It's very hard to see right now the way we're walking because we're going into the sun and the sun is starting to set. But these ones are tailing and that's what gave them away. I definitely saw some and now I don't know. Yeah. Oh, I think he tried to eat it. Hooked up. That was so cool, man. Let's go, baby. Good work, Kyler. Kyler, I was working on some other fish out here. Probably been walking for about 10, 15 minutes, which isn't long, but I've been spoiled. Had to let that boy sing a little bit, but we were getting kind of spoiled because we were seeing so many, and then we went probably 15, 20 minutes without seeing one. And then Kyler did a really good job spotting that fish for me, so that was sick. They like to use Kyler as a as a piece of structure. It's pretty funny. one might be around the same size as my first one. Not the mega we're hoping for, but just so sick. Come here, my brother. These things have like no freaking quit in them. Right by Kai's feet. I'm sorry, but this thing has to fight harder than a jack, which a lot of people consider the hardest fighting fish. And they're fighting like this in no water too, which is crazy. Alright. Check it out. Sick little bonefish. These guys are so slippery. But he came up and ate the shrimp again. I'm standing all weird because I got my rod in between my legs. But let's get this guy back in the water. Let's pop the hook out of him. One last look at this dude. What a sick little fish. Check him out, man. Awesome. Let's send him on his way. Thanks for the fight, Bubba. There he goes. Woo! Kyler's back up. Let's get some more fish. They're chewing. All right, Kyler is back up and he's already stalking a fish. Let's go, man. Super fun afternoon. Right off the side of the road. We got a golf cart with us and it's all the way over there, somewhere in that region. And we just walked over here. We've just been walking this flat for probably 45 minutes. Super fun way to catch some fish in the afternoon. So you see what Kyler's doing right here? It might be hard to tell, but he's basically just making long casts, not to catch a fish, but he's loosening his line. Hope he must see a fish because he's reeling in really quick. Like I was saying, he's loosening his line so that way when we go to make a cast, he comes off the reel effortlessly. Your line gets really tight after fighting a fish, so just want to be ready when you go to sight fish your next fish. Look at Kyler going super low profile to get these fish. That didn't work.
They were coming up like straight at me.
See, these fish could be tricky. Sometimes we get lucky, but...
Oh, look, way up there. Big tail just popped super far.
Alright, we're kind of winding down this day because we're running out of daylight, but we just spotted a school on the way back to the car. What are you doing? Dude, a crab had my foot. This is the one thing you gotta be careful of. This crab right here, I don't know if you guys can make him out. He just buried himself. I just stepped on that sucker. Did I scare him? No, they're right there. Look, Kai. Kai.
I see them.
Okay, sorry. See how slowly he's creeping? He's basically stalking these fish right now. There it is. Let's go. Young Kyler, man. The finesse king. Way out there after that long run.
He's not bad. He's nice.
None of them are bad. They're bonefish, man. Spunky, dude. Spunky little guy. I stepped on a crab and I thought I was gonna spook these fish. And luckily they didn't spook and Kyler got them.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, it is. Water right now is ankle deep, super shallow. We would have never saw this fish if it wasn't tailing. It's in your feet, Bubba.
Boy ran into me.
Boy ran into you, ran into a wall. All right, that was hilarious. This fish got unhooked and was kind of swimming off, but he wasn't super healthy, so Kyler grabbed him real quick. He ran him down. Nice bonefish, another really, really good one. Kyler has a big problem holding on to these things. It's pretty funny.
It's because I catch big ones.
But we're gonna release him. I'm gonna make sure he gets nice and revived. There are some little sharks and there could be cudas out here. Those are two of the things that like to prey on bonefish, so just want to make sure he's 100% healthy and the lactic acid is out of him. And then,
Man, he's pretty.
super pretty, dude. Super pretty. It's a nice 5-pounder. Good fish, man. There he goes. Healthy release. Sweet, man. We're winding the day down. The sun is setting over yonder. But yeah, man, we'll try to get one or two more. We're walking that away. Actually, sorry, that away is where the golf cart is. So we're making our way that way. If we can get one on the way, we will do it. Let's see what happens. All right, so we're quickly losing light. Sun is setting right behind me over there. But Kyler got 3 fish, I got 2 fish. A very successful first day hunting these bonefish. I think the next time we come out here, we're gonna take the fly rod. So we'll see you then. Alrighty, we made it back out here on the flat. It's the next day, and we decided to bring nothing but the fly rods with us. I have not thrown fly in a very long time, so it's probably gonna be pretty challenging, but I am looking forward to the challenge. Kyler and I are gonna start walking out there, looking for some fish, and hopefully we can get it done. Alright, so we're making our way out onto the flat. The tide's a little bit higher than it was when we were out here yesterday. We'll see. Not sure if that's going to work to our advantage or not. And there's a lot less wind, so hopefully we could spot them just the same. I'm up first today because Kyler went first yesterday, so I'm going to see if I can throw this fly like I used to be able to. I was just telling Kyler this was a huge passion of mine for a long time in my late teens and early 20s, and I kind of got away from it. So I haven't thrown a fly in so long. We'll see how I do today. We've been on the flat for probably 2 minutes. We saw some nice fish. My line was tangled. I shot a cast in there anyway. Fish ate and I missed the hook set. For whatever reason, the hook didn't penetrate. That's okay, just getting my feet wet here. We're gonna go again. All right, so I keep missing fish and I feel bad because I missed my chance on like 3 fish already. So I'm gonna let Kyler get one out of the way and then I'll pick the fly rod back up. I'm a lot rustier than I thought I was gonna be. It's all good though. Let's let young Kyler get on one. It's bone fishing. These fish are spooky out here today. We don't have a lot of wind, so it's gonna take the perfect cast to get a bite.
Is that one?
That's one right there. That could work. He's on it.
What the hell?
Coming right at us. That was weird, that fish. I don't know, for whatever reason, just got spooked. I think Kyler had a really good presentation there. Just, they don't always eat, man. I told you, these fish are freaking smart. We are working for them. Sun is actually kind of coming down a little bit. It's right over yonder, but I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Hopefully we can get one. Spooked. All right, we got another fish in our sights right here. Kai's slowly walking up to stalk him. We saw his tail come out for just a second. They're a little more few and far between today than they were yesterday, so let's see. Hopefully this one eats. Another fish that spooked, man. It's one of those days. Man, it is so gorgeous out here, but it is really not conducive for the fly fishing right now. There's zero wind. We have clouds that are making it really hard to see. Kyler took a bunch of shots on fish, was not able to get a bite, so I'm going back up for now. We'll see if we can get it done today. We still have one more day in the Bahamas, so if not, we'll try again tomorrow. At this point, I was beginning to realize that fly fishing for these bones was going to be a bit more challenging than I anticipated. And we only had one day left to make something happen. We got a super early start on our final day, greeted by a dead low tide. We walked the flats for hours and hours and didn't see a single fish. The wind was absolutely diabolical and the cloud cover was making it next to impossible to sight fish. So we decided to pack it up and head back in the afternoon, hoping for better conditions and one last chance at a bone-on fly. All right, we are back at the flat. Young Kyler is already behind me, getting started. I'm about to join up with him. This is our last day, afternoon, to make something happen. Like you guys saw in the morning, it was just, the conditions were tough and we couldn't get any of those fish to eat the fly, so we got the fly rod. I brought the spinner just in case it's too windy out there. Let's see what we can do. All right, we got our first tail. We're so close to where we parked the cart. Let's see if Kai can make it happen. See his tail?
Yeah.
It just came out for a second. He's at your like 12:30.
I see him, I think.
He's tracking it. It's two fish. They're at your feet. Hard left, hard left. Oh, come on. They were tracking it, right?
Yeah, they followed it all the way to my feet.
Those fish followed it all the way to Kyler's feet. That was crazy. Not realistically his feet, but maybe like 5 to 8 feet away. You can't cast into that wind, bud.
I can't.
Huh?
I can't cast into that
That's
wind.
what I'm saying. You can't cast into that wind. See, there's more right here, more right here, more right here. That time just your line scared them. Your line went right over their backs. All right, here's what's going on. Kyler just missed a couple fish, but we had a really bad angle. The problem is there's a 25-mile-an-hour wind and it's heading right in our direction. So it's making this fishing super challenging with the fly rod. If you can see, there's waves in 6 inches of water. So Kyler has a little more experience as of lately than I do, a little more practice, and I haven't thrown a fly rod in forever. So I have the spinning rod with me right here with that artificial shrimp in my hand. And I'm going to throw this if we get a bad angle because it's just really challenging. As bad as we want to get one on the fly, this is our last afternoon to make it happen. And this wind is pretty diabolical, so we'll see what happens here. I see some right here. Hooked up. The shrimp is good, man. All right, that was kind of crazy. I took the spinning rod off my back because, go baby, go. I took the spinning rod off my back because Kyler was just having trouble with this wind, and I do not blame him. There's no way I could throw my rod in this wind. He's a better man than I am. And I saw, he was working on a school out this way, and I saw a school in the complete other direction. So I pitched the spinning rod and I actually hit the back of my, the fly rod on my back with it. But we got him on, man. He pounced on that shrimp pretty quickly. I got kind of a tight drag from when we were fishing for muttons. This water's so shallow that he's like, that was sick, man. This might be my biggest of the trip so far. What's weird is like Kyler's making good casts with the fly rod for the most part, and they're tracking the fly, but they're not actually eating it. But this fish tracked the artificial shrimp and absolutely smoked it instantaneously. Whoa. Not done yet. These things are so hard to handle. Kyler's been having his trouble with it, and I have too. Check it out. Nice bone, man. I don't know, this is probably like a 5-pound fish or so. Really, really pretty. I don't want to hold him out of the water too much. Look how pretty this fish is. We have a very little sunlight right now because of the clouds. That's another thing that's been quite the challenge today, but still the sun is glistening beautifully off this guy. One more look at him, then we're gonna pop the hook out. This may be the last fish of this little bonefish expedition out here on the flats. I don't know, we're gonna keep fishing, but what a beauty. Let's pop the hook out real quick. Come here, baby. All right, hook is out. Let's face this guy. Oh, here comes the sun, right in time. Check this dude out, what a beauty. What a beauty, man. Absolutely gorgeous little bonefish. Let's get him on his way. There he goes. All right, that fish swam off good. Off to live another day, swim another day. Let's keep fishing, let's see what else we can get. Alrighty, y'all. Unfortunately, we never got a bonefish on fly, and sadly, tomorrow we are leaving Bimini to head back home. But I still had an absolute blast going after these fish on the spinning tackle with the artificial shrimps. They fought so hard, they were so challenging and elusive. Just a great time. Big thank you to young Kyler for showing me this flat, teaching me this fishery, and putting me on these fish. I can't wait till we can come back, try again, and hopefully get some fish on fly and redeem ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and until next time, take care and tight lines.